Hello and welcome back to Fairweather Trains. Today we're going to be looking at a good old Hornby staple, the 9F. But not just any 9F. This is the eveningstar 9F that's been in Hornby's range since God knows when. You can see there's two versions in front of you. The nearest one is a Hornby Railroad 9F from around 2008. Well, that's when the tooling was from. And the one in the back there is from Triang Hornby and from 1971. So we're just going to try both of these out and have a look. But these have been in Hornby's range forever, as far as I'm aware. The Railroad one at the front looks to have been freshly tooled, at least back then. I think 2008 was when the tooling first came out. So I think let's just have a quick butchers of the boxes. So you can see the old typical Hornby Railroad box at the bottom, but the rather special Triang Hornby eveningstar box at the top. We'll just have a better look at this. R861 210 eveningstar. The excellent old school box with a great picture on the front, nothing on the sides, and the blue plastic inside that holds it in place. It says 55 quid on it. That's not what I paid, but there you go. Yeah, lovely picture. And the Railroad box is just typical. There you are. This is number 2785 eveningstar, number 92220. There's the only detail is the brake rig in there, which I've not fitted. You see the instructions, there's nothing else inside. So without looking at them too closely, we can tell that the nearest one, the Railroad one, does have apparently NEM couplings. Not sure that's correct. No, it isn't. I see I've got this information from the old Hatton's website. So it says NEM couplings, it doesn't. DCC ready it is, 8-pin. And a 5-pole motor, which yeah, it runs well, so I'm guessing it is. Also has much better connecting rods. I think they're fluted. We'll have a closer look in a minute. And what is interesting, it has this wire contraption thing at the bottom, if you remember those, where you plug the tender in there. But I don't know why, because there is no pickups on the tender at all. And it's not that the DCC socket's in there, because it isn't. So I'm not too sure why it's even got that electrical connection. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, weird. Yeah, definitely no NEMs on there. Sprung buffers though. Nice rivet work as usual. Good looking tender. This is only the Railroad one though. Ladder, handrails, all the usual. This one, you can see the handrails across here appear to be separately fitted. And you've got the eveningstar nameplate and the builder's plate. I can't read that on this little screen. Again, sprung buffers of course, and nice thin running gear, and yeah, it's fluted as well. No flange on the middle one, as should be. The usual wires on the bottom. No cab detail to speak of, certainly not painted. It does have glazing though, does have glazing. And as you can see, very nicely put together. So let's check out the old Triang one. Let's move that out of the way. Well, first up, you can see the difference in paint. The Triang one's got that old glossy paint on they used to use a lot. Also, you notice the copper top chimney is garish. Is that the word you want to use for that one? You've got 2 metal safety valves there, which we've got here too, which I think are metal. It's a bit difficult to tell. The Triang one has the all white piping picked out. Nothing there. No glazing. No glazing on this one. Of course, this is also a tender drive. Old tender drive with the Fleischmann motor inside. Fleischmann copy motor. Let's just pick that up. This is permanently attached. And it's got traction tyres on every wheel. It's a heavy old beast. Still got all the space under the boiler, but the running gear is a little bit more chunky. It's not too bad though, is it? With the big screws there. It's a bit more difficult to hold this one because it's so bloody big. Anyway, and you can see the handrails and stuff is just moulded there. It's not separately applied. Let's just have a look back of the tender. Get hold of it. Now, I've had to do a repair on the ladder, as you can see, which sort of worked because it was hanging off. No sprung buffers on these. Decent coal load, again no, I think it's the same cab detail as the other one. It's got this, if it wants to focus, sort of bronze coloured pipe work down the side, which the other one doesn't have. Yeah, nice gap under the boiler. And not such a good name badge as you would imagine. This is more like a sticker type thing that's been put on. And around the front, pretty much the same as the other one. So it's 53 years difference in these two engines. Personally, I think they both look great. Bit of problem with the focus here for some reason. Come on. That's better. The light's just going here, I think. But I think from a distance they both look great. Yeah, so the Triang one is the old tender drive with the Fleischmann copy motor in there, which are always good, as we've seen on previous engines. And they're both good runners, but we'd better back that up by showing you them running. So I'll let you get them on the track with something to pull, and we'll see how that goes. Back in a mo. So there's the two evening stars down on the track. Let's see how they run. We'll start with the nearest one, which is the railroad version. They're already attached up to a load, so we'll just see if we can get it to creep. It is supposed to have a 5-pole motor. And there it goes. Just bring that back. Not a lot wrong with that, I have to say. It's on the points at the minute. Is it going to go from there? Yes, it is. Right, we'll leave that to go round at that slow speed. We'll see if it ever comes back. Well, we have a look at the one from 1971. Let's see if this will creep at all. Starting on some points, as you can see. That's not bad, is it? That's not bad at all. Let's bring that one back. I think that's very illustrative of the quality of that Fleischmann copy motor in there. (1971), and you can tell that apparently after I did some investigation, and it was only out for 1 year, and it's because the way you can tell is if there's a gap with the handrails. See the handrails? Find some point to them with. These handrails here. Apparently they snapped very easily, and all subsequent runs had them as a solid piece, not separate, so there was no gap. So that's how you can tell. So this one, we got one of them, 1971 only. Plus, of course, you get that magnificent box. Anyway, let's send this one off. We'll see if this can get round at a reasonable speed without coming off. I haven't got any of the original paperwork for the 1971 one, sadly. That would be nice. Right, let's go and see where we're at. Has to be said, this railroad one's nice and quiet. But then the Triang Hornby one's not exactly massively loud either. go, bring that one into rest. Well, I think you've got to admit that's pretty impressive the way that runs, considering how old it is. And I haven't done anything to it other than give it a bit of lube on the old motor there. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. I'll just wait for the other one to come round. There we go. Let's get them both in. So if you had a choice, I could only have one. Which one would you have? Personally, I'd go for the 1971 one because it's more of a historic engine. It's and it's pretty impressive the way it runs. And it's one of the original 4 Silver Seal engines that Hornby put out with the the black 9F. The Black 5 and Oliver Cromwell all came out sort of around the same time. They're all iconic Triang Hornby steam engines. I do have all of them. Maybe we'll have a look at the others another day. But that's the one I'd have, although the newer one does run a bit better, I have to say. And it's quieter. And probably a hell of a lot more expensive. Anyway, that's my 2 evening stars. What do you think of them? Let us know. Have you got the old one? Have you got the newer one? I presume there's an even newer one, which is many hundreds of pounds, but I don't know. I don't know, it's not for me. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one, and bye for now.